and welcome back to my channel. Hi everyone, welcome back. For those who are here for the first time, welcome to the Andiswa family. I hope that you do enjoy this video and you do press the subscribe button down below and the notifications bell so that you get notified every time I post. And also please like my video and comment down below. It would really mean a lot to me if you do that. Thank you. To my returning subscribers, my babies, the Andy family, welcome back, babies. I'm back with another video. Hope that you do enjoy this one. Please like and comment as you always do. I really appreciate it. Okay, anyway guys, welcome back. Today's video is on insecurities in relationships. So I haven't done a sit down video in a while, but this is like a getting back to it kind of vibe. So I really want to speak about this topic specifically because I was speaking about it with my boyfriend, and he was like, you know, this is something you should also speak about on your channel because you kind of struggled with it, and your channel is more or less about you and how and the things that you struggled with, and you know, my mental health, everything. So yeah, so basically I'm just gonna be breaking down my insecurity. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first thing I want to speak about what I've experienced in relationships and what have been my worst insecurities, if I could put it that way. Yeah, so firstly, my biggest and worst insecurity has always been my breasts. You know, the big babies. I've always not been able to fully show my breast to my partner. I've been like comfortable with it if it's like a girl, not a partner as a girl, but like if I'm with my friends or a roommate that I sleep with in the room, then like I'm not as bothered about it as I would be if I was with a man, you know. Like at some point I wouldn't even like get completely naked during sex because I just was like, my boobs will be hanging all over the show and this guy will be very unattracted, and I was like, no, that is not gonna happen. So I just came to a point in my life where I was not taking off my bra whenever I had any sexual encounters with anyone, and that kind of was a trend for me. And I just knew that if ever I'm gonna have sexual relations with someone, me and my boobs outside was never a choice. Like I'd take off everything else, but my bra would always stay intact. If ever like we're doing something and my boobs kind of like slip out, I'd slip it in quickly, you know, because I didn't want the guy to see my breasts, you know. And yeah, and then my other insecurity was my tummy, which I'm still kind of insecure about, but like that one I kind of just, I was just like, you know what, I love my body as it is. I have a great body. Some people envy having this body, you know, even though I don't know anyone personally, but I'm just saying that some people would want a body like mine, and me kind of just undermining that and saying that, oh, my body is ugly and whatever. No. So yeah, it was that, and also the fact that I'm a mother, as you know, was kind of an insecurity for me. I came to a point where I made a conscious decision that if a guy is asking me out, the first thing that I'll tell them is that I'm a mom, because I was so insecure about it. Like I'd be like, I'd hide it, not really hide it, but then like I'd just think, like, people would think that, you know, you mother at such a young age, that means that you are gangile, you know, you're a naughty child and whatever. So that's like the insecurity behind that. But then I came to a point where I was like, like I can't be ashamed of my baby. I had her, and nothing can change that. Nothing can change the fact that I'm a mom. I love being a mom. I love my daughter to bits. I just, she's my whole life. So like, how can I say someone is my whole life and then hide them from my significant others? That would be, kind of hypocritical of me, right? Yeah. But then I kind of also just strayed away from introducing my daughter to those significant others. Sometimes if she's around, she'd see me like video calling, but then I wouldn't be like, nangu malume, meet malume, whatever. No, I wouldn't do that, because I don't want to expose my child to like many men, because like, it's not good or stable to show your child that you have a whole world of men that you are speaking to, because like, you can't be speaking to someone and then introduce them to your child. That is gonna bring inconsistency in your child's life, because now the child the next day will be expecting to see this uncle, but then you guys didn't work out and you're trying something with this other one now. Then now introducing to them, it's just it's a vicious cycle that does not need to happen. So that's why I kind of just told myself that the only man that I'm going to introduce my daughter to will be the man that puts a ring on this finger. Yeah. But then, yeah, so those were my biggest insecurities. And in my relationship, my recent relationship, I have broken down all of those shackles. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. The guy that I'm with now literally sat me down and he was like, you know what? Your body is your body. You can't change who you are. You can't change who your body is, like what your body looks like. Yes, my tummy I can change. I can go to gym, waist train, whatever, but my boobs, I can't reduce my boobs unless I have money to do surgery. So like, he was like, you know what, you have to accept the things that you cannot change, and you have to accept also that you can be loved with those things that you have. Like, you can't always be putting yourself in a corner where you think that someone won't love you just because of how you look. Sometimes a person just loves you because of who you are on the inside, because of who you are as a person, because they see qualities in you that they want as a partner. And he taught me how to open up about the things that bother me, the things that I feel like he wouldn't like about me. So everything, we sat down, we just opened the book. He told me what his insecurities with me are. He told me what his problems with me are, if there were any. And we just opened up a conversation where it was a comfortable space, and it was a space where we could both open up about what's in our hearts, what's in our minds, what's worrying us about the future of our relationship, all of that stuff. And in this relationship, he really taught me the importance of communication with your partner, the importance of knowing your partner's insecurities and nurturing them as best as you can. You can't play on someone's insecurities, because like, you end up making your partner feel like they're not enough, and that's not a good foundation for your relationship. He never put me in a point where I was afraid to show him my breasts. From the moment he even started asking me out, asking me, pursuing me, he never ever said anything that would make me feel like a nobody, or would make me feel like my breasts are too big for him, or a thing that I should be ashamed of. He never made me feel like that. So from the beginning of our relationship, I was just open and honest with him, and so was he with me. And that's the most important thing when you're in a relationship, whether it's with a friend, with family, um, with a significant other, with your children even. You just have to lay out everything so that you know where you stand. Anyway, I was saying that you have to lay out everything so that you know where you stand with this person, and you know how to navigate things in future. So if in future, if ever you develop an insecurity now within the relationship, for example, you feel insecure about the woman in his life, or you feel insecure about his past, then you now that you've had this conversation in the beginning, you now know that you can actually sit down with this person and tell them, okay, so now I've been experiencing this and that, and I don't like this and that. It makes me feel less of a woman, or it makes me feel less of a person, and I don't know how to navigate these feelings now. And then you, both of you, now come together and you solve the problem. That's what relationships are about. You come up with solutions instead of building problems on problems on problems. And that's why you always have to get a partner that will nurture your insecurities and not use them against you. You know, you always, as much as you feel the way that you feel, put that in the context of how they would feel as well if that happened to them. So that's how my partner made me feel comfortable. He just opened up himself, and then I was able to also open up to him, because he made me feel comfortable in the space where, you know, he was like, you know what, if you have a problem, let's sit down and talk about it. And that kind of showed me that he is someone that I can rely on in life, because even if me and him were not together, but I feel like if he was a person in my life, I know I would be able to rely on them, because they are willing to listen and understand and then apply. You know, like I've sat down with my boyfriend multiple times and told him certain issues that I was having in our relationship, things that made me feel insecure. Sometimes he'd tell me that I tell him things while I'm drunk, and then he'd tell me that that's wrong, because I'm supposed to tell him when I'm sober so that we can speak about it. And then he'd reiterate whatever I had said and then tell me, you know what? He'd reiterate whatever I'd said to him, and then he'd ask me, what's wrong? How do you feel inside? Tell me about it so that we can work on it. And yeah, so it was never, since the beginning of our relationship, it has never been a uncomfortable space. It has always been a space where I know that I can come to him and I can tell him my problems, even if it doesn't have to do with our relationship, even if it just has to do with family or friends or whatever. I know that he's there, and he has created a space of open and clear communication, listening and understanding. So all of that really has made our relationship stronger, um, stronger in a concept where I know that even if we would get into a fight today, we'd be able to sit down and speak about it, and things would get better. You know, apologize, understand, and apply. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's all that I wanted to say. I don't know, I felt like I just needed to come and say that today. Sorry, I was just seeing something moving. Yeah, I just felt like that's something that I wanted to come and say today, so that just to spread the word. Or just to say that, you know, sometimes it's good to sit down and communicate with the people in your life. Tell them what they are doing wrong or what they're doing right. Also, like telling your partner or your friend or your family what they're actually doing right helps, you know, like sometimes just affirming a person and complimenting them or telling them the good that they've done makes them feel better as well inside, and it makes them feel like they are doing something to make things work. They're doing something to make the relationship better. Then every time, you know, they do something or they didn't do something, you remind them like, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you lack this, you lack that. That just tires out a person, and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work for you guys at the end of the day. You know, it's not gonna, whether it's a friendship or whatever. And I'm not saying don't call out your friends. Call out your friends for not being supportive, for not clapping for you as well. If they missed an occasion, call out your friends. You know, sometimes it's good to call out people, because at the end of the day, as I'm saying, you sit down and talk about it, you listen, you understand, you apply, you listen to their side of the story, why they didn't do a certain thing, why they didn't say a certain thing to you. Then you understand, and then you apply that in your relationship, and then you look back and be like, oh my god, friend, remember that time I told you that you didn't clap for me? Now I see that actually whenever there's an achievement for me, you are there for me, you're clapping, you're supporting me, and I understand why you didn't do it at that time, but now I see that you're actually working on it, you know. And some insecurities also include your friends, you know. Like personally, I've had insecurities where I thought, not even thought, I kind of just drilled it in my mind that, you know, I have friends that are way more beautiful than me, and it made me feel insecure. But also I kind of made it in my mind that I always put that thought in. But then I grew and I learned that, you know what, God put these people in your life for a certain reason. If they're not meant to be there, they wouldn't be there. And also my friends also showed me that their beauty is not even a factor in our friendship, but our friendship is built on the word, which is the Bible. Is built on the Bible, is built on strong sisterhood. Like my friends and I support each other so much, we ride for each other so much, you know. I think the only place where I haven't been able to openly communicate my insecurities is with family, because that one is always touch and go, because you don't know how people will react to whatever you tell them. Like example, maybe you tell them that they make you feel insecure because they put another person on a higher pedestal than you, and now you have to be working to reach this person, but then you can't because it's not who you are, you know. Or they force you into doing something that you don't want to do, you know. All of those things, you know, like they're making you feel like you're not loved enough or whatever, you know. All of those insecurities that build up in you, it's kind of hard to navigate with family, because with family they don't really understand sometimes, especially if it's like adults, your mother, aunt, grandmother, you know. Sometimes they don't understand why you feel that way, so you always have to tread carefully with that one. I'm still trying to navigate it. I still haven't been able to voice out some of my insecurities with my family, you know, because I feel like it's a very thin line there. Like you have to thread very carefully, because if that thread breaks, sweetie, it is not gonna be cute. It's not gonna be cute. But as I said, sometimes other relationships in your life kind of open something in you that now you learn also how to communicate with some other people on the outside. Like I said, my relationship now has taught me to be able to openly communicate with other people, openly tell them my feelings. Like I've actually seen myself expressing the way I feel, expressing the way that I feel with my friends, my family, people at my workplace, you know. Like I've come to understand what it means to openly communicate and understand and apply, you know. Like at work, I've also kind of haven't really communicated that much, but I know what I feel, and I have openly communicated it to myself so that I'm able to, you know, calm myself down and be able to come up with a better way to bring forth whatever my problem is. So like, especially in the workplace, it's very touch and go as well, because you can't just burst, you know, can't just you can't just burst there, because you get a warning, baby. You get a warning. But you just have to navigate those feelings in a way that you, whenever you decide to present your problem, you come in a very calm manner and in an understanding manner as well. So yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna end it there. It's already so long. Might just edit out a few parts. But yeah, I think that open communication is the best way to navigate insecurities, to navigate the way that you express those insecurities to others, you know, because sometimes some people may feel offended by the way that you come across to them, you know. So yeah, just find a way to communicate better, and you know, in an understanding tone, in a non-condescending tone, you know. Don't be nonchalant now, but be, you know, understanding and open, and you know, just show them the way you feel. Yeah, so anyway, guys, I'm gonna go now. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you learned a thing or two. If you want me to talk about something else, please comment down below. You can also DM me on my Instagram, which I'm gonna put down here, or on my Twitter. I'm gonna put all of that here. Just DM me there, tell me, Andiswa, I would like you to speak about this and that and that, and I'll try and speak about the subject if it aligns with, you know, the things that I speak about on my channel. Then honestly, I will do that to the best of my abilities. I'm not an expert, guys. This is a disclaimer. I know it came at the end, but I'm not an expert. I'm also going through my own things in life. Like, yo, guys, my mental health is in shambles. But as I said, you know, having people in your life that understand you and openly communicate with you and work with you helps. It really helps a lot. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you do stay and you subscribe to my channel. Those who are here for the first time, and those who are already subscribers, please like this video and comment down below if you have any suggestions for other videos that you want me to do. If you want me to do more makeup videos, I will do that. If you want me to do more of these sit down videos, I will definitely do that. If you want me, okay, vlogs, I'm still icky about that one, because I spend most of my time in my room or with my boyfriend, so there's nothing to vlog, to be honest. Also, I've wanted to start a new segment, which is like a cook with me segment, because I cook a lot. I love cooking. I really love cooking. I just made fat cooks today. Can't wait to eat them. Just wanted to do this video first, but yeah, so yeah, tell me how you feel about that segment. If you want to see it, I'm gonna do it for you guys. But anyway, this is goodbye. Thank you.